Yo, what's going on, guys? Zio here, and today I'm bringing you guys a tutorial on how to get online on PS2 in 2019 or whatever year you guys are trying to get online on PS2 for any reason you may want. But yeah, this is a tutorial, so I'm going to start this video off by saying if you have a fat PS2, you're going to need a separate piece in order to get online. It's PlayStation 2 network adapter, and if you have the slim PS2s, they actually have an Ethernet port built in, so you don't need that. But yeah, back into how to get online. So if you have a fat PS2 and you have your Ethernet piece plugged into the back, or if you have your slim PS2, you take your Ethernet cord and you plug it into your router, or if you can't get to your router and that's less ideal, you plug it into your computer and you're gonna internet connection share. And I'm gonna put a link to a tutorial down in the description. It's not my video, but whoever's link I decide to choose, go check them out. Definitely. But yeah, if you can't get to your router, it's a more ideal way to be able to get online access. But yeah, so step one is plugging your Ethernet from your PS2 into your computer or router, and once you got your internet connection sharing settings up, if you have them, if you're plugged into your router, you're good to go. But if you got your internet sharing settings, great, you're all good to go. So basically what you're going to want to do is, on PlayStation 2, there's a couple ways to get to your internet settings, but that's what you're going to want to get to. And there's a disc you can get. It's a separate disc. It's called an PS2 Internet Startup Disc, and you put the disc in, and it basically brings you to where you can add or edit your internet settings and stuff like that. It's kind of stupid, to be honest, but nonetheless, there is another way, which is actually using a game. So if you guys played PS2 before, or if you guys ever tried accessing the online, basically there is an option that I'm going to show you right here. So you're going to want to go to a game that has this feature, and you're going to want to click multiplayer. And it doesn't have to be Call of Duty, it doesn't have to be Call of Duty Finest Hour. There are a couple titles that actually, so you got Connect to Network and Select a Network. So normally most games would have just this, so you wouldn't be able to input any settings. But on Call of Duty's, I'm pretty sure they have the Create Your Network configuration. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. So I already pre-recorded this video before, and the recording messed up, and I did setting 1 and setting 2, but that's what we're going to be doing this time. So basically, if you hooked up your PS2 to your router or your computer and you have internet connection, and you get to a game where you can, tweak your internet settings, or you get the disc where you can tweak your internet settings, then we're going to move to that. That's what you're going to want to get to. Ultimately, that's what you're going to want to get to. So I'm actually doing this video on the slim PS2, so this is what you guys are going to see if you have a slim PS2. If you have a fat one, you'll be seeing a couple different options at one point, and I'll show you what those are. So right now, I know I have way too many internet settings on my shit, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete setting 1 and setting 2 and just redo them for you and show you guys the difference here and how they actually work. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to add this setting, and that's what you're going to want to do to start, and save it to your memory card. And then after that, it's going to bring you up to kind of like an instruction screen. You're just going to go through that, and then if you're on the slim PS2, it's going to show you the hardware here, and you're just going to want to click that and then move over, and password not required. And you're going to want to set your IP address automatically. And for this part, when you get to the DNS, you're actually going to want to do something different. You're going to want to take it off auto and put it on manual, and then you're going to want to enter this number as your primary DNS here, exactly as I put it. So the number is going to be 45.7, and then it's going to be hold on, I just passed it, 228, and then let's see here, 197, and then you leave your secondary DNS blank, and then it's going to make you test your connection. And once again, if you're hooked up to your router or your computer using your internet connection settings properly, then it should say test successful, so everything should be good and you should be all good to go. And I'm going to show you the result of this. If you did this successfully, it'll say the test was successful. We're going to go ahead and setting 1 is what we're going to name it as, and we're just going to save it. And then it's going to bring us back to the screen that we were at on our game. Well, actually, it's going to bring us here first, and then I'm going to click back, and I'm going to click quit, because obviously we just made our setting that we need to access online. And just a quick, you know, little fact on this: if you have this setting, you don't need to keep putting it in for every game. It automatically saves on your memory card. So once you do this on any game, you can play online on basically any Call of Duty. There's a website with a list of games that people play and a list of how many people get online daily, and I'm going to put that in the description as well. So yeah, we're going to go back to our game screen, we're going to go to our multiplayer, and we're going to get to where it says connection. So yeah, we're actually going to make our setting 2 in advance here. I'm going to show you what happens if you do it wrong afterwards. So you know, after you see how it gets us online here, I'm actually going to show you, well, if you do something wrong, you know, because there's a few common mistakes you can make. But we're going to go ahead, we're selecting setting 1, we're going to click connect to network, and it's going to request the configuration from DHCP. I don't even know what that stands for, but yeah, we're waiting for the configuration right now. It takes like a minute, probably a minute 30 seconds or something like that. I don't know how technical I want to be. But then next, it's going to come up with this agreement. You're going to want to click next and then accept, and then it's going to ask for authentication from online servers from PS2. And if you did the method correctly, it'll say successful, service is available, and then you're going to want to enter your gamer tag over here. It changes every single time, so it's whatever you want to make it. And basically you just enter whatever you want, and you know, I don't know, I'm just gonna make it my team gamer tag, but you can make it whatever you want. And it's actually cool because you can put accents and symbols, and you could actually make a clan tag on here and shit. So yeah, but then once you do that, you're able to instantly hop into a match, you're able to find a match, you're able to create a match, everything. And yeah, so that's successfully getting online. And I'm not going to create a session or anything. I'm going to show you guys what happens if you don't do this method. Okay, so let's say you go to create your network configuration like this, and you're getting to your internet screens and you're setting up everything. Your internet connection settings are fine. Wow, Jesus Christ, I've been butchering that the whole video. Your internet connection sharing settings are fine. So, or you're hooked up to your router. Either way, you're going to set up your internet and you're doing this, blah, blah, blah. You're going through the steps, you know, this, you check that. Everything's on auto. If you leave everything on auto, right? Now, this confuses a lot of people, because I thought the same thing when I first got my PS2. So I put everything on auto. It says starting connection. I had everything set up, and I'm just giving it a second here. But yeah, come on. But yeah, basically it'll say the connection was successful. You'll continue to save the settings. So we'll save it as setting 2. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to try out setting 2 after. And I'm going to show you what I mean when I say you can play online on PS2 still. So we're going to go ahead and quit. It's going to bring us back to the screen. And we're going to click start at our game menu. We're going to do whatever we need to do, and then we're going to get to our multiplayer screen, and we're going to try out setting 2, the other setting we just made, where it said that we had online connection, it was successful, we saved it, everything, but we did not put the DNS in that I put in the first setting. And I'm going to show you what happens when you do that. Because a lot of people, there have been a lot of rumors going around, like, you know, PlayStation 2 servers are not able to be accessed, and that's just not true. So setting 1 obviously proves that theory wrong. And setting 2, we're going to go ahead and click connect. And, you know, it said the connection worked, and we're going to be trying it. It didn't have the DNS, so this is the difference. This is what I mean, and this is, the DNS number is everything. So as long as you have that and you're connected to the internet via Ethernet, you are able to play online. And as long as you can tweak your internet settings, whether it be with a disk or you know, a game. So yeah, as you can see, it did this, and we're gonna go through and accept, and clearly the connection should be working, right? Yes. And it's gonna ask for authentication, and it's gonna fail. So that's basically, so we're gonna go ahead and cancel a sign in real quick. We're gonna click back, and we're gonna click setting 1, and just to show you guys again, they're the two of the same internet connection, but just the fact that I have a different primary DNS number made the difference. It made me able to bypass that login failed. So basically, the DNAS was the central server system for the PlayStation 2, and that got shut down, I think, sometime in 2016. But if you have the DNS up, as I do in setting 1, you're able to bypass that on every game, and you're able to play. Not every single game, may I add. I'm going to be putting a link to a list of full games and a website to show how many people are playing on it in the description. But yeah, if you still play PS2 and this helped you out, or you would like to play, definitely let me know. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this was helpful, and I hope if you have a PS2, you can get yours online. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll try and answer them as best I can. But yeah, anyways guys, it's been Zio here. Thank you all so much, and yeah, have a good day. Bye bye.